It's like I want to have a good relationship with my mother. She sucks.
Hey everybody, it's Thursday and we are talking about mental health. I'm Dino the Genetic Marvel. With me is Mr. Marco Torres in Upside Down Studios, and further down is Dan Smith, also lovably called Anus Face. Now,
fuck you in your anus face.
Well, hey, I'm Greek. I might like it.
Like
Victoria says hello.
Dude, I fucking heard a hilarious fucking story this morning. It was some female comedian from Europe, but she was talking about Adam and Eve and how everything, she was pulling the feminist angle, how Eve, was this and that, and Adam fucked everything up. But she was talking about, look, he's over there jacking off, and we're like, don't get this everywhere, just put it here, just put it here. No, not that hole. We don't get lube until day 11.
It seems accurate. So what we're discussing today, on that fine note, is it's not a question of can you do it, it's a question of should you do it. So if you were watching on Upside Down Studios yesterday, we had discussed many of fun and exciting things happening around the world. But one of the things that we came upon, and this has been very true for ages, is that when you we were discussing the idea of military and murder. There are things happening around the world, and the idea is that our military, respectively, when they go out, they are killing people, right? That is a murderous job. Let's call it there. Now, we don't call it murder because it's in the fight for freedom or whatever you want to call it, or oil, doesn't matter, regardless. But up until, I guess it was Vietnam War, when people came back from war, they were greeted as heroes. Now, Marco with his broke ass glass, get the surgery, bro. I like Marco's glasses. But like that idea of perspective, right? Because so Dan brought up was the they were now organizing, or people were thinking that they're going to start being able to organize groups of people to go south of the border and just start killing, which you're like, that's fucking crazy. I argued, like, have you ever shot a gun? It's awesome. And like, this is, and I've told people multiple times, I'm like, if you shoot a gun, right, in a proper range, training, the whole thing, it's like having two dicks. You stand there, you're like, man, this is awesome. Get on a horse and you're like, man, I have three dicks. Like, it is an awesome fucking experience, because you're just like, I understand how cowboys now. More information has come up about cowboys, but you're like, hey man, it's an awesome feeling of authority with that. So the idea that stupid people will go down south and be like, I'm here to fight for freedom, and then get blown up is hilarious to me. But also, it's that idea of, I love how Marco, you keep on pointing out that I say this all the time, and I do say it all the time, but it's like, we have 6,000 years of written history, and the good guys always win. It's amazing, right? Because if I'm in charge, I have to be the good guy. I can't be the bad guy. I have to be the good guy. Cowboys were all homos. I know, but it's probably because they were walking around thinking they have like 8 dicks, on a horse, maybe a shotgun, also a revolver, plus they're,
I don't know. I don't know if I'd go to Doc Holliday and say you're a homo.
Well,
I wouldn't.
I'm just saying.
I see the whole thing. You could kind of, if you want to look at it in a more comical sense, I mean, we could take all these trans folks, all these suburban white kids, the school shooters, y'all want to start shooting people?
Go.
There you go. Fight for your right to be in that dress, motherfucker. Here's your gun and your ammo.
Triple X. Do you know you watch the movie Triple X, right?
I've seen plenty of Triple X movies.
That's the principle of that.
Yeah.
You take the crazy fucking people out of prison and you give them guns and you send them into other countries to kill them.
And that is exactly what Venezuela and a lot of them south of the border fucking countries did to the U.S. And that's why we have the problems that we have now.
Listen, I don't think it's a new thing. I think that's been ongoing. Like, realistically, why do I want to pay to hold criminals? Send them somewhere else. And if you can get away with it, genius. But I like. Who do you think is more responsible? The people who send criminals or the people who let criminals? Fair question.
Yeah. I mean, if you really look at it, this was not an idea thought up by the South Americans. This wasn't an idea thought up by the Americans. Fuck the Australia. How do you think Australia it was even made? Why is Australia Australia? Australia was a prison.
Originally,
Australia was Europe, Alcatraz.
Hi, Daisymon. Yeah, listen, all Australian food is prison food because it's a prison. Mental health can be reversed. Armani Blue, I don't know what you mean by that. Because if you have mental health, you reverse it, or if you have bad mental health, you can always work on it. Is he drunk? You got to pick a person, bro. Because 50-50.
I'm pretty stoned. I'm pretty fucking
I mean, I'm waiting till after this to smoke a joint, but hey, that's just.
See, I smoked a joint while I rolled the joint to smoke a joint while I hit my fucking vape. You guys are such pussies. Jesus Christ.
Smack it up, flip it, and reverse it. Burst.
Joey Edibles knows how I smoke.
Too much. Mental health is the devil's way of corruption. I don't know what that means. Having mental health or losing your mental health? Because that doesn't. Just explain yourself, Armani. I'm not trying to attack you. I'm just trying to get clarification. Cheers, Nate Mead. How are you? Petty Tail Shorts. Hello. Hello to you too. Right. Only one way to smoke all the time. Hold on. Who's a Scientologist? I don't think any of us are Scientologists.
Oh, no.
Dan might be a Scientologist.
No.
He looks like he would try and.
I couldn't be a friend with Dan if he was a Scientologist. And plus, his leg's fucked up, so he can't jump on the sofa.
Yeah, but that seems like he would definitely try and corrupt your brain. You know what I mean? And then he would have like cat. Dan, do you have a cat that you can just pet while you're talking?
Yeah.
That would be.
No, I have a cat and I have a dog. The dog is laying over here. See?
Yeah, he has a cat too. It dyed its hair blue and started voting Democrat.
That's because a female dog was licking its ass.
Yeah,
Nate Mead has corrected. Hold on. So the mental health comment, that guy's a Scientologist. Buddy, the Hondural is attached to the Scundle. What the hell? Armani? Hey, you should talk to somebody, bro. I don't know what gibberish you're talking now, but hey, you got issues.
Troll.
Psychologist, you mean not? You're a what's a phycologist? Come on, Armani.
I think somebody maybe he's just letting loose that had a few drinks or whatever, or maybe he's stoned and he's trying to type. Or he could be even talking to his voice text. Some of the shit that my fucking messages have said.
Not in this house, okay? On this house, we pick up on grammar and we fucking shove it down your throat.
Oh, okay.
Hey, in Dan's house, he throws it up your butt. Just so you know. I'm high as fuck right now. Good for you. Hey, it's Thursday. That's basically the weekend. You deserve it. It's only fair.
This one's for you. The last one was for the last guy.
But this is the thing. Obama 2028. Oh, gross.
Fuck you. Yeah, that one's got to go.
Chicago's finest. Number one. That's not a thing. Okay, let's be honest. Chicago is the worst. Okay, so listen, it started with Oprah, and then she went to that island, and it's all gone bad ever since for Chicago. I can't wait for Perm. I'm going to get. I don't even know what that means. I can't wait for Perm. I'm going to get slammed, as you should. I am doing a 10-year-long term study on the effects of weed smoke on computer processing chips. I keep getting too high and forget to write the results. Let's go fight against the cartel. Oh, Jesus Christ, no. Actually, you guys know that
there's one of the fucking idiots that would go do that.
Hey, the prices to go on vacation to Mexico right now are below $1,000.
Yeah, no shit,
bro.
No shit.
Hey, Victoria sent it to me, and I just looked at it. And I was like, she's like, no, you can't go. I'm like, I'll have a great time. I think it'll be fun. It's cheap. I don't care.
You might as well. If you're gonna go, I'm gonna go because nobody's gonna fuck with you on purpose.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, like,
Okay, Dino's gonna need to be like down there with like 4 Kevlars. He might as well just fucking wear a Yugo.
I mean, I'm okay with that. Do you like Trump? I mean, so we are we're firm believers in truth and honesty. Now this is my personal belief, it's my channel, so I'm the one who's saying this, just so I'm going to be held responsible, is specifically that when people voted for Trump, it was a vote against the rest of government. Now, does that make Trump the smartest man in the universe or whatever? No. Does it make him the best man in the universe? Again, no. What it does, though, is it says that, hey, there's a bigger issue in government when some guy with no political experience can jump in and do stuff, as opposed to voting in people who have experience, right? Now, we're hearing a lot about corruption. We're a lot about NGOs where they're just taking our money and just throwing it down the toilet or into their own pockets, into their coffers. It's not like listen, if taxes weren't spent, that would be a problem, but they're not being spent, right? They're being taken, told you they're being spent, but then they're going into people's pockets. That's a problem. Right. Petty tail shorts. I love Trump. And listen, hey man, right now, the only downside to all of this that's happening is the rest of the world. I'm in Canada, right? My 2 friends are in the States. The fact is that the whole world was 1 month away from America having to learn about geography and actual world events. And then Trump got elected and all that went out the window. So it's a little hard pill to swallow, but hey, Trump is a businessman first before a negotiator goes to war for money. Now, yeah, I agree with you. And listen, at least he's honest about it. And I brought it up. We're a little bit sidetracked, but realistically, I have very mixed feelings about the current system in general. Oh, and that is the most reasonable thing to say. IR Prospect 204. Yeah,
you know, I'm more right leaning, but again, we're truthers. You know, when something comes out, we speak the truth. Whether it's I have no problem with saying I'm wrong. But none of us here. I mean, Dan isn't even really political. He's just starting to get into the game and paying attention to what's going on and waking up to seeing some of the bullshit. But like I've said, this has become my favorite term for the whole situation, or my favorite whole way of looking at it. We've never said Trump wasn't a piece of shit. We all agree Trump is a piece of shit. He is just the turd on the top of the pile. He is the turd on the top of the pile. Well, he is the golden turd on top of this shit that we are fucking stuck with right now. And don't be mad because your peanut ain't on top no more.
Yeah, I'm scared. I have a kid and it freaks me out. Hey, and you know what, IR Prospect? You should be scared because what they've been doing, and they said this up in Canada, was the fact that parents don't have rights to decide things on their children. You're going
rights away a lot.
Yeah, that is a so just hold on. It was in State of the Union. They were talking about a girl. I forget what her name was, but the whole thing was that
girl.
Well, the school tried to take her away from her parents to give her.
They did. Yeah. And like from because I watched the speech and I watched her talking about it, and then the girls talked about it afterward. She was brainwashed pretty much by the social, cultural bullshit in the school about everybody's transgender, everybody's this and that. So she, just like a normal teenager, she had questions. She was curious or whatever, but the school pretty much forced her into this whole, you're trans, you need to transition. Her parents said no, they weren't about that shit. She said she told the people at the school, the guidance counselor, whoever the fuck, the fucking school petitioned the courts and got an ex parte, got that girl removed from her home and then stuck in the system for God knows how fucking long. Her father had to fight her. I think it was just she was a single. No, maybe it was parents. But anyways, her parents had to fight their asses off to get her back. And they had her for like 32 months or some shit like that in foster home because, they felt that the parents weren't supporting her transgenderism.
Well, you know how fast the judicial system works.
Well, when they want it to work, they can make it happen like that. But when it comes down to them, I mean, there's I hate to say it, there's a lot of evidence coming out that there's a lot of this government, child protective services, child care services, and all that shit is linked to this bigger, we'll say Nickelodeon ring. We'll say that.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Also, Armani Blue says Dan is handsome. So Dan, there's another young lady or boy that's waiting for you. I'll meet gay parents with trans kids, and I know that kid is being pushed. Listen, and you know what the weird thing is? Statistically, the possibility of a gay couple having or adopting a child and it being trans is like 1 in a gajillion. Like it's a ridiculously low amount. And then you're seeing single parents like, I have 2 kids, this one's gay, this one's trans, and you're like, that's not that. What are you talking? Like you're telling your kid, hey, you should like scary movies. Okay, I'll like scary movies. Now I'm gonna like scary movies. You should like action movies. I'm gonna like action movies. That's just I'd never force my kid into anything permanent. Like this is the whole thing is, should you educate your children? Of course, on everything possibly under the sun, they should be educated on. However, should you force them to do stuff? No, that should be against law. Everything we thought was real is a lie, except Jesus and man. Wow, mind blow. Oh, bro, I'm just happy that out of all of the weirdo conspiracy theories that have come true, I don't know what happened to Marco. I think he's frozen. But there you are. All right, you're back.
Shaking his head.
Yeah. I had to fucking scream at the algorithm. It wasn't me. I didn't bring this up.
Okay, but that's like the idea that people are doing this kind of stuff is crazy. And you're like, you should for all intents and purposes, educate your children on everything. And when they're an adult, they can choose for themselves.
Right,
and that's their prerogative.
You know, I've told my kids, I mean, I've had, with all the kids that I've had, I had quite a few on the rainbow or wanted to taste the rainbow at least. And, only one ended up actually being that way. And all the rest of them, and I was very supportive, even when, like my stepkids, when her mom wasn't very supportive of that. And her father was nowhere near supportive of that. I was the one who took them to their gay festivals. I was the one who got up and danced with the drag people. I was the one who helped set up their little booths and shit like that. And I let them be who they were. And now I don't down them. Now I got my one, daughter thinks I'm fucking all this kind of phobics because of like, really, I took you to all this shit, and I'm all kind of this just because you're with somebody who's cosplaying as whatever the fuck it is. Another story. But anyways, I don't get that if someone under 18, now it's 21. Now, if someone under 21 cannot buy cigarettes, if someone under 21 cannot buy liquor,
alcohol.
If someone under 21 cannot get a tattoo, or I think it's 18, that's still 18 here. If someone under 18 can't get a tattoo, if someone under 16 can't get a driver's license, how the fuck are you going to tell me that a 13-year-old or a 12-year-old, I've seen, there was a fucking lady back in the day when we did the research on this. She had a fucking, I don't even know what the kid was anymore. Was a boy, but had the kid at, I think it was 6, 7 years old, decided I want to be a fucking girl. So this fucking parent, had this fucking girl fucking to transition surgery and was bitching and arguing with the girl because every so many days, or I forget, at the beginning it was every so many hours, you had to stick a dildo up in there to keep the hole from closing, because when they slice it open to make the hole, your body naturally, that's a wound and wants to close it. And having a fit that they didn't want to fucking do their exercises. So you want your fucking 10-year-old now shoving a fucking dildo up at her because it's exercise. You're sick, dude. You're fucking sick. Yeah.
Well, and this is okay. So let's go through some of these comments. So Oh yeah, everything we thought is real is a lie. Except every conspiracy theory is true except for the flat Earth, which brings me great joy because those guys are nuts. I'm gay and I don't want kids just because I can afford. That is a reasonable thing, and a lot of people are going without kids just for the simple fact that straight people can't get gay. Listen, the best part about being gay is you can afford a boat. Why? Because you don't have kids. Why you want kids? This is just stupid, right? What's up with I wouldn't want a child to go through. Oh, bro, I wouldn't want a child to go through this poverty. 100%. The Bluebeard, it's rough out there for real. I'm not going to be wary off. I've met doctors who can't afford medicine. Hey, which is fucking horrible. Like the idea that and we talked about this a while ago was the idea is that healthcare, education, and government are three things that under no circumstances should be for profit. Just that simple. The government should not be run for profit. It should be run to profit the people.
No. See, I disagree with that wholeheartedly. I want my doctor, especially my surgeon, especially if it's on my kids. I want them to be paid, and I want them to be paid well. And I will do
no one said that.
To make sure he's paid well.
No, but that's the thing is there's more than this is what people don't realize, and I'm glad that you brought that up because the fact is that it's not the doctors that are getting this money, right? Doctors have been getting paid well since doctors existed. Okay. Right. The problem is that there are middle bureaucracy, insurance companies coming in there, nickel and diming, and all of a sudden your bill is $500,000. The doctor is going to get paid because he's a doctor. That's going to fucking happen. But they're taking all this extra money that has just magically appeared, and you're going, well, yeah, you're just running up the cost of everything, and it's crazy.
It's almost like the hidden fees on credit cards and shit, or your water bill. Sure. They add sewage to the water bill, and then they add fucking this fee and that fee, and then your fucking $15 water bill just turned to $70 fucking for all these goddamn fees. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Right. So at the very least, though, I would the most I would do different as a gay parent is to include a footnote in the conversation. So I have a friend who's gay, and she wasn't always gay. But she got married to a woman, and that woman already had kids. And even when we were discussing, I'm like, it's not really about being gay. You found your person, and their kids, you love their kids too. Yeah, that's okay. That's a very normal thing.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it is beautiful, and that's where you're saying going, yeah, that's okay. Why? Because love is weird, and as you get older, it gets weirder. That's just true. Right in the beginning, we held hands and we kissed, and your love is forever, and that's crazy, right? Yeah. But that's the thing. Let me ask, ask me again if you ever want to date a boy when you're a boy. Yeah, that's 100% real. That is a very reasonable thing. Most of my friends are gay. One couple only has dogs, and the lesbian couple I hang with want to adopt. Adoption is great if you can afford it. It is great if you can afford it, but also, are you doing it because you want to create this is the thing, right? Gays don't create people. That's just not real, right? So do you want to adopt a child so you can indoctrinate them to what you want? Well, then you're a bad person, because anyone who did that, and there's a thing coming out right now about a bunch of surrogates that had kids, and the kids were sent to a house. There were no parents that they got matched up with. So all these people gave up their children, and the kids are being indoctrinated at these weird churches and stuff. It's really weird stuff, right? So that's why I'm against that. You want to have a kid because you want to raise kids, you think you could be a good parent, fucking go for it, because that is a fucking thankless job. You can be a shit parent and it's thankless. You could be a great parent and it's thankless. You could be the best parent of all of history, and your kid will go, you know what? Fuck you, mom and dad. Why? Because kids are assholes. That's just how it fucking is.
I get it all the time.
My kids will not.
I get it.
Your kid does it as soon as you turn around. Just so you know, they go as soon as you turn your back. That's just hey.
As long as it ain't to my face, I don't give a fuck.
That's fine.
If you're gonna be straight up,
not a real badge.
Fuck yourself. I swear to God.
The bird man. It's not a real badge. It's a cockpocket. Bro, cockpocket. Hey, cockpocket is savage. That's messed up as a up. Also, he said gay. I mean, I'm from the 80s. I say gay a lot. I ate a whole lasagna today and it's not good for the no, Zero. That is not good for the body. Trust me, I used to be 550 pounds. Now I'm a very slender and gorgeous 300. And I'll tell you, a whole lasagna I have eaten, sir, and never has it been a rewarding experience. You could ask a doctor like myself. Oh, Hollywood, what do you think about the raising prices of healthcare as opposed to the idea that do you think that if healthcare wasn't so involved or insurance wasn't so involved in healthcare and these costs weren't astronomical, do you think doctors wouldn't get paid? Or do you think that they would still get paid? It would just kind of cut the middleman out. What's up, Dapper Jen?
So much less anyway.
I think that in a perfect world, the doctors would get paid and the middleman would be cut out. But that's where the whole problem in the whole in the system is the middleman getting cut out. But you also got to go back on the people though, because I've noticed something just recently, and nobody's talking about it. Nobody said a damn thing about it, but it is real because I even sent the links to my kids. That are spitting out fucking kids. While in this administration, if a child is born, and a legal child to legal parents, it gets you sign up for it. There's nothing really major you got to do for it. You can do it online. They set up a trust fund for that child. The government puts $2,000 in it, and to start you off with, and then it matches, I think, whatever you put into it throughout the years, it's always going to stay there. And the government matches, I forget how much, and, the rate fluctuates or whatever. And, I've sent the link to a few people, a few friends of mine whose kids are about to have kids and shit like that. And this generation now refuses because Trump is put it out there to fucking take fucking advantage of the programs. We're fine. We don't need it. Bitch, you are on welfare living at your mama's house and you don't even know who's the baby daddy. Give me and you don't need this? The fuck is wrong with you?
Hey, I said this a while ago and I was like, listen, what they should do is every child that's born gets a trust. $1 million. That $1 million is for all of their care, including education, including medical, all that kind of stuff. It's all encompassed. It can only be used for the kid. Okay. By the time they reach when they graduate post-secondary school, let's say they go to college or university. Let's say college should be covered under this money. University optional, and that's for further people, right? But the idea is that means now you have every child born now is going to college. Hey, they may go for fucking woodworking. That's fine. I don't care. But they're going to get a college education. They may become a garbage man. Don't give a shit.
And that's the problem. We got fuckwits like this generation that we have now that will say, no, we're not going to take that $1 million because Trump gave it to us.
Okay. So on that note,
I mean, we've seen people down in fucking Tylenol, dude. They were willing to kill their babies or retard them the fuck out, over Tylenol just because of Trump.
So IR Prospect, he just said, my kid was 1 pound, 6 ounces at birth and is 4 now. The total bill was $1.8 million. So I had a friend whose daughter was born premature. I don't think she was that small because that's smaller than the palm of my hand. But his daughter, I could fit in my hand. I think she was closer like 2.5 pounds or maybe just 2 pounds. I'm not sure. But in Canada, we have healthcare. She was in the NICU for probably like 30 days. And the bill was $0. So, hey, I'll tell you right now, all those nurses and all those doctors got paid very well. The bill was $0. So, Master Link, are you on the Garfield diet, Zero? Full pan of lasagna, baby. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up with the messages. There's a lot.
Yeah, the one thing I can't understand is, and I've totally changed my stance on this. I was totally against paying off the loans. I was totally against the free healthcare. I was totally against, but now that I see, just over the past year, all the money that has it's pretty much been laundered away.
Yeah.
The money that's been stolen by other fucking governments, and people are just turning a blind eye because they're getting their little cut of it.
Yep.
All the people that now that they get these spotlights, like the Brandon Johnsons and the Gretchen Whitmers and all this, they think they're putting out a good message for their employer and they're defending their stance. But you're looking around at what the people say to them. If you listen to some of these like town halls, what the real people are saying, then you're seeing like all the fucking money that's not being put to where these people, our people, need it. Then yes, you know what? Fuck all these illegals. Fuck them all. Fuck them all. And if you don't like hearing me say that, fuck you. We have the money to house our homeless in big sky-rise fucking hotels. Gavin Newsom and now it's on the Mondami. They could tell you. They got big old fucking skyscrapers that are filled with illegals that cops aren't allowed in, and they can do whatever the fuck they want. It's cut down a lot, since Trump has come in, but they are still there. And if they could do that for all them illegals, they could do that for our homeless and our fucking vets. Off rip, first of all. And now we look at the fucking Minnesota. Just the money in Minnesota alone could have gave health care to everybody. To everybody. Just Minnesota alone. Everybody could have had fucking health care. Nobody said it was going to be the best, but everybody could have had health care. So, yes, we can fucking do free health care for everybody. We can do it. If Minnesota was the example, can you imagine every other fucking state? Or what about all these fucking millions of dollars that Gavin Newsom put aside to fight against Trump? Millions and millions, and nobody still knows where the fucking fire money went.
Bro, and you know what? So this is, and like that's the thing, that's the real pusher is, so okay, keep private hospitals for well-paid doctors, but open up the VA for everyone, forces competition to keep private hospitals cheap. It's not a bad idea. Exactly, Bird. There's a conversation that needs to happen about biology and conversation that happens about religion. 100%. That earned my like and sub. Hey, we thank you and appreciate it. The middleman being the general practitioner. No. General practitioners are very important. Why? Because they keep dumb people from going to emergency.
Right.
It's that simple.
Right.
Because there are dumb people who are like, I have a cold. Why are you going to emerge? Well, I feel bad. Go to your doctor. I can't. Why? That's insane. Right. So, like that. No. It's 100% the middleman being bureaucracy and insurance companies. That's it.
Right.
That's hey, you don't need.
Dino made an example on one of the other shows. A great example is of a hospital. They had a hospital, and it's a big hospital, and it's totally full of stuff. It's got all the fun, and there's nobody. There's just people at typewriters. There's no doctors, no nurses, no nothing going on in there. And well, why do we need this? Well, we need this. Well, what are you doing here? We're doing hospital stuff. Well, what's the hospital stuff? It's hospital stuff that we're needed. Like that's pretty much, they're just dumping money into fucking people's pockets. It's not going to the general practitioners. It's not going to the nurses or the nurses' aides. It's not going to the big doctors. Everybody gets their regular cut. But can you imagine if there's these big insurance companies or these government people take their dick out of the hole? How much smaller the hole would be?
Have you noticed that our insurance companies are moving us to, instead of doctors, we don't have as many doctors as we used to have. We have a lot of nurse practitioners.
Yep.
Right.
And everybody goes to nurse practitioner instead of going to the doctor. They don't have a long school.
Yeah, they're the Mexicans of the fucking the medical field.
But
yes and no. Like, look, there are certain things that a nurse practitioner can't do, and certain things that they can do. So, like, I understand the idea, because remember, a nurse practitioner does still have to have quite a bit of education, right? So, but are they a doctor? No, and that's where you're going. Like, okay, like, listen, to to shorten the lineups and stuff and to help the stupids, I'm with you. I'm absolutely with you. But as the main investment of the medical future of society, nurse practitioners is a Band-Aid. That's not the real thing. We need more education, more people who can practice medicine, and also less people grabbing fucking flashbangs because they're going, don't worry, I caught it, and losing their fingers.
Well,
That's stupid.
Here's something that I noticed, dude, and it's happened more than one time at more than one hospital that I've seen it. There was fucking nurse practitioners or nurses that knew more than the fucking doctors.
True.
Doctors couldn't fucking run a PICC line or an IV or didn't know to check certain things or know where fucking how to get a vein without fucking stabbing a dude 50 fucking times. And I'm like, now that poor girl is making probably minimum wage or maybe a couple dollars more than minimum wage, where this motherfucker is making at least a couple $100,000 a year. And she's got to do I understand, she's supposed to prep everything, but dude, you should be able to put a fucking IV in.
Listen, if you've ever, so as somebody who gets blood tests every 6 months to follow up on my process, like if you ever get your blood taken by a doctor, that's a butcher. Okay. They do not know how to do it. You need, the actual nurses, I believe it's phlebotomist. Yeah.
I got a scary story about that.
No, phlebotomist is the one to study the blood.
The phlebotomist is the one who fucking takes your blood, dude. Trust me, your cousin went to school for that. I would never let her touch my veins to save any of your lives.
Listen, the funny thing is, I've had nurses, so they do this thing so by their union, they're not allowed to prick you more than 3 times. They have to call somebody in to do it. Okay. But the problem is they'll go in and then they'll start fishing. And I'm like, hey, don't do that. What the fuck are you doing? Don't do that. Find the vein, put it in, be done with it. I've had other people like that. Watch this. So one person's like, oh, I've tried twice, it's not working. A girl walks in. Okay. I'm getting ready for surgery. A girl walks in and she is, honestly, she looks like the girl who goes to college and wears scrubs just because she's like, nah, they're comfortable. And I'm like, you look like a dirty slut. Okay. She walks up, she grabs the needle, looks at me, goes, she's looking at me, she goes, boop, perfect. Hey, no tapping, no, let's tie you up. And no. Look at this. In. I walk away. I'm like, oh, so you're a sorceress. She goes, kind of. I'm like, I appreciate your hard work. Make sure you get paid for it. She's like, thank you. But if you've ever had blood drawn by a doctor, bro, the bruises that you're going to have the next day, Jesus fucking Christ.
Fucking terrible.
Hey, so apparently that plan matches up to $5,000 a year, which is kind of like an RESP up here. It's a registered education savings plan. What you put in, a portion of that, the government will match and so on and so forth. College is a scam. Now it's just producing, not even morons, but people who are think there's this great war where you're like, what are you fighting for? They're like, feminism. You're like, yeah, but women know how to vote. That's done. Women have the option of, women are on par.
Your bras back, and they're very expensive.
No. Hey, women right now, especially in the United States of America, more women own homes than men.
Yeah.
So tell me, what are you fighting for?
We got states where women outnumber men 3 or 4 to 1.
And they're all fats and uggos, all of them.
Oh my God. Have you been on Facebook dating?
Oh, I look at it all the time.
Oh, good Lord.
Yeah. Dopamine overdose. You're welcome. You got a McPick 2. I don't know what that means. That kid will never earn 1.8 in his life. Oh, Hail Slayer. That's her. What are they going to do? Repossess the kid? I mean, at this point, the sport is war. Time for retribution. Like, maybe. I don't think so. Everyone that stayed seated at the State of the Union should be impeached for breaking oath of 100% agree.
How's that?
Like, you can not respect the man. I'm with you. That's your God-given right. But disrespect the office?
How is
you're going to get fucking... I'm at a point... I would vote for service guarantee. Hey, that was in Super Troopers. Not Super Troopers, Stormship Troopers. Super Troopers was with the cops in Vermont. The Starship Troopers, hey, you had to serve to get a vote. You had to serve to have kids. You had to serve to be involved in society. You had to serve. And listen, I don't agree necessarily with the draft, but I do agree that service is a beneficial thing to a lot of people. And I look, I never served. I was never drafted or anything. And in all honesty, it probably would have straightened me out a little bit because I was a fucktard. Right.
I can see you as a
just
drill
not-
sergeant right now. In another life, just standing over fucking Mounties and screaming at them.
This is the problem is for me. I'm at an age where I'm like, if you yell in my face, I'm like, I'm gonna punch you in the face. And this is not, you're enlisted. I don't give a shit. I'm like, go fuck yourself. I'm a grown ass man, right? As a 20-year-old, you
Mountie fucking rides up
like
next
that when
to
I was
Dino on his
13.
horse, and he's still eye to eye with Dino.
right? Yeah, it's not like that's where you're going. Yeah, as a 20-year-old, that would have worked. As a 45-year-old, I'm like, bro, I'll beat you up, then the horse. I don't give a fuck. This is not like if you're a conscientious objector, then deliver mail. Oh, 100%. I mean, that's fine. Stop being a piggy bank for shitholes. Oh, bro, that's. What about the $26 billion for the homeless? $82 billion on a speed rail train that does. Oh, listen, Gavin Newsom. I will go on the record and say this. Gavin Newsom's a lizard. Okay, he's not a real person. Okay, did you hear the thing? I got 960 on my SATs. I'm like one of you. Then the memes of him holding like a grape soda and fried chicken have been going crazy, and I'm laughing my dick off. What can you expect when the governor can't read? I think I heard some figures like GPs make like 60, 100K after they pay malpractice insurance. Yeah, that's too low though. Like as a GP, you should probably make around what, 250, 300, I think is
at minimum.
I think that's a reasonable, but like, hey, I think if they're paying that much malpractice insurance,
It's got to be.
it might be for a reason. Just,
That actually spurred up like back in the fucking early 90s when everybody got Sue happy.
Yeah.
Well,
People are
make
still like
basic
that.
antibiotics an over-the-counter drug. Ain't no reason I need a copay for amoxicillin. So the bigger problem, and this is something like, so up here, I used to have type 2 diabetes. I beat it. I am very proud of that. It's a great thing. But my pills, so I have insurance for medication through my wife. I had it when I used to be and thank you. I want to thank God and my parents. No, so my pills at the worst were $50 a month, and I was taking it was called Janumet, and it was 2 different types of medicine. So it was one for cholesterol and then also one for diabetes and stuff. It was a lot. By the time I was done, it was $9 for 90 days. No, $12 for 90 days. And that was metformin. That's what it was. So like, I don't believe antibiotics should be over the counter. I think you should still get a prescription, but they should be $4. There should be no, like penicillin, whatever, antibiotics shouldn't cost more than Tylenol, but they should still be controlled because people are stupid, right? Have a cold, antibiotics. You're like, don't do that. No. Yo,
They
I haven't
actually do
seen
that
in a while. Remember me? Thunderstruck 25. I remember your icon. I don't remember the conversation we had, but hey, welcome back.
Have you seen on there's one of the news channels that you could get it's like a health bag or whatever, and then you looked up the symptoms and it has all the medication for it in the bag. What kind of medicine is
Hey,
strange.
I'm not look, like I said before, I'm not smart enough for this many people to be dumber than me, and I wouldn't trust myself with that bag.
Okay, so
Because I'm like, yeah.
there's something that's it's weird that Dan brings that up because I remember this when I went to boot camp. When you went to the medical whatever the hell when you aren't feeling good or whatever, or even in the beginning with if you needed glasses, people like to talk shit like Joey about these readers. I got used to wearing readers because in the military they didn't fucking say, all right, this eye is 132 and that eye is 150, so we need no, they gave you a fucking pair of glasses that you could see out that motherfucker and you went about your way. Now there was a little grab bag full of medicines, and they were generic medicines, but oddly enough, these generic medicines covered whatever you could have been sick for. Like even today, like if I have to go to the Walmart or Dollar General or whatever, I look for the particular ingredients because the rest of it is just fillers and colors and whatever the fuck else.
Yeah.
But these few particular medicines got you covered. It's very weird. And so I mean that would probably go about what Dan's talking about the bags or whatever, that all right, you whatever symptom, magically you got the medicine for it in this bag.
Well, they have a book that you got to read. Gavin Newsom could read it.
Yeah.
Still.
Well, see, that's another bullshit, because they caught a video of him. He was on video. He pulled an Elon Omar, because they got him on video talking about somebody's fucking article or something, or a book that he read. It was 300-something pages. And he was like, this was a wonderful read. And not just this and that. And then, you go down the line a few months later, and I'm just like you. I can't read.
Yeah. Which is a weird flex. Nurses make really good money. Also, starting an IV is the nurse's job, not the doctor's. I'm aware. I just want my doctor to be competent. I don't want the doctor to do it, but I want, if he has to, that he can do it. Why? Because I'm a prick. They keep putting needles in my goddamn hand, and it killed. Bro, those hurt the worst, and I would have like a
ones up on top. The ones fucking hate them.
Bro, so I had to direct them and be like, hey, there's one right here. There's something here. Put it there. And they're like, oh, I was going to try over here. I'm like, don't do that. Do right here. I'm telling you, there's something there. I've seen it every time. Are you guys liberals? Jesus, no.
Are you fucking crazy?
Dig 7105. The answer is fuck no. I've got no respect for the man in the office. Hey, that's your God-given right, but you should still respect the office. Right? Hey, he's not a good person. We all know that.
Yeah.
Okay. Listen, Macaulay Culkin.
Here's something that I tell my kids all the time, and I've been called a good father for it. I've been called a bad father for it. I tell my kids, fuck the morality, fuck the right thing to do, fuck whatever team is winning, good or bad, whatever team is winning, that's the team you be on. That is the team you be on. If you try not to step on toes, you try not to fucking kick nobody out of the way, you try not to throw nobody under the bus, but to be on the winning team, sometimes that's what the fuck you got to do. And it's just, I follow the winning team. I'm not saying we're good. I'm not saying we're righteous. I'm not saying we're even but we're winning, and that's all that fucking matters.
So I will automatically, you are not wrong. 100% you're not wrong. Do I agree with it? I wish I could, but I can't. And for a simple thing, I think I like call me a dreamer. I think the good guy should win. I don't think people are like, well, I wanted to be in charge, so I had to do bad stuff, but I'm a good person. And they say, get fucked, you're a piece of shit. Right? Like,
who are the good people in office right now? Who are the good fucking people? There are they're all fucking ridiculous idiots, period.
Hey, I don't care who you are. I don't care if they were your favorite. If they're on the list, they're going to jail. They should go to jail. Are they going to go to jail? No, none of it's going to go to jail.
Speaking of that, did you hear?
Was in
She who shall not be named. She's in the spotlight again. She who shall not be named swears that she knows nothing of Nickelodeon Island, nor the Goofy Goobers that were on it.
The Goofy Goobers. That's great.
No, but she said ask Trump.
Hey,
she said that Trump. Wait a second, Dino, because she said that Trump got rid of certain foreign aid and shit like that was out there to stop human trafficking and shit like that. So basically, she pretty much bitched about the USAID and the Clinton Foundation getting defunded, and try to say that that they were stopping human trafficking, because fucking cooking classes for transsexuals in Zimbabwe was stopping human trafficking.
Hey. Facts are important. It was Peru. It's fine.
It was in their country.
Also, okay, to clarify, so no one plays that much Maltrex. I Googled it. There are varying costs with regards to how much it is. A general surgeon is about $15,000 up here. In the US, so like orthopedic or neurosurgeon, $25,000 to $60,000 a year. But that's in the US. So they're making like 800 grand, 900 grand, right? So it's expensive, but it's not that expensive. No. Overprescribing antibiotics is an issue already. Oh, that's 100% true. In my life, have I heard call glasses readers. I've heard they're called readers. It's like calling cow juice. It's beef milk is what we call it here. Holy shit, there's a third person at the bottom. Dan.
Dan, we
Poor
gotta
Dan.
get your lighting fixed. We
Yeah.
we need to get
Yeah.
you lighting.
Oh fuck! Hold on.
Not
They thought
right
there was a
now.
ghost in the
Not right
machine.
now.
They
Stop
thought there
showing
was
us
a
your
ghost.
wiener, you pervert. That's fine. Listen, after all is said and done, you know what my big thing is that like there are too many people that are being compensated for doing nothing. Their job is to fix a problem that will never be fixed. Like, look, hey, if I was here to solve diabetes, look, I beat diabetes myself with zero help from doctors, just to be very clear. And when I told my doctor how I did it, he was like, "Hey, you found the secret. Good for you." And that's exactly how he talks. That's why I like him. Okay? Because he said, "You are very fat. You must close your mouth. This is the lesson. You must close your mouth and you will be happy." I closed my mouth. Now I am happy. Amazing. I still talk a lot of shit, but that's fine. So
Except when he comes and visits me and then we gorge like fat fucking pigs.
fuck every time, bro. Every time. I told Victoria, I'm like, I was carrying 3 vacations fucking weight. Like every vacation, I did not have time to lose it before we went on vacation again. And I was just like, I can't fit it in my clothes. It was horrible. No, that's weird. He also gave me drugs, the bastard.
Yeah, I don't want to hear it. I fucking smoked a joint to get the other joint out to smoke a joint. You hit the joint 3 times. It was like, I gotta drive tomorrow. What the fuck you mean tomorrow? I'm gonna be 10 joints in by fucking bedtime. What the
You know what the worst part is? That he says it like I'm the crazy one. He's like, you have to drive. Who cares? You're gonna fucking sleep. I got like 3 hours of sleep, and then I had to drive like 11 hours. And I'm like,
That's the best time to fucking smoke.
Boss man, yo, what's up? Hey, you know what though? Going through West Virginia is not when you want to be high. I'm just letting you know.
West Virginia is close. Now going through Georgia, that's a fuck state. Whew.
Well, I ended up in Charleston.
Crazy drive.
I went from Cleveland to Charleston, and it took me
A long time.
Yeah. Because I stop every couple hours. I load some social media, grab some food, have a piss, have a smoke, do all that kind of stuff, right? So, I got there at like 11 o'clock, and I was like, "Fuck." But,
Dude, I think it was like a 7-hour drive to go pick my daughter up in fucking Atlanta. Oh my god. I didn't even chill, dude. I the only time I stopped is when I had to take a piss. I got there, get the fuck in the car. We got the car and we drove right the fuck back.
Yeah, that's fair.
You don't like driving.
No.
Dudes in the middle of Perkins it. Okay, I don't know what that means. I don't mind driving. You know what my thing is? Because I was in a rental car, I can't smoke. I can't, anything. So I'm like, I couldn't. If I was in my car, I would just smoke while I'm driving and tell my wife to open her own window. She'll be fine.
Yeah.
It's like, I hate you. I hate me too.
That's one of the biggest issues I got with going on this whole Vegas situation. I can't take my smoke with me. I know it's legal out in Vegas, but I know it's not legal on a plane. So whether it's in the back or the front or circle, wherever the fuck.
Yeah.
And then, now I got to go to Vegas and find it legally and make sure I smoke it all up before I leave.
Yeah, I didn't get high in Vegas. I got drunk. Not high though.
Nah, fuck it. I'm not paying fucking $20-something for a goddamn beer.
All you got to do is
Oh,
set
yeah.
the little dick machine.
No, again, Vegas is to buy pussy and to gamble, and I don't do either. I don't do either. So, like the last time I was there, I did a little bit of sightseeing. It was cool. You know, I seen a couple shows. You know, we figured out a way to shimdiggle, some free tickets for some shows. You had to watch some fucking little trailers or whatever. But we got that, and I ate at the Harley Davidson shop. Everything else there, like I didn't see no hookers. It was a bunch of Mexicans with hookers fucking cards, and then they flick them like they're playing, like they're shuffling. Drove me goddamn nuts. That's why I think that pushed me over the edge with the wall. That noise right there. Yeah, get them the fuck out of here. Get them out. They got to go back.
Bro, even I have a few friends. I have a friend who does trade shows, and they go to Vegas every I think it's like every 6 months they end up having to go. And she was like, bro, Vegas is weird right now. Like really weird. So yeah, you'll probably find smoke, but I wouldn't trust it.
Do I want it? Like
I wouldn't. I wouldn't.
The airplanes ain't too fucking. Airplanes is kind of sketchy lately, especially with that being that close to UFO disclosure and Area 51 and the Grand Canyon. The one thing that I would want to see in the Grand Canyon is shut off by the government. So I mean,
so you're gonna see Marco walking into the airport before he gets into the airport, smoking like 6 joints all at once.
Hey, who you fucking
there?
Like a harmonica, just.
Yeah.
That's why I can't get an Uber or a Lyft to the. I'm just gonna have to park my car, or Ray's gonna have to park her car, and we'll have to pay for parking while we're gone. Because I mean,
just pay for gas. I'll drive you and pick you up.
That might be an idea.
I've done that.
Yeah,
for a lot of money.
I need to smoke. I fucking hate airplanes. I hate them. I fucking hate them.
Hey, could you take a train?
I'll never get there on time. I'd have to leave there like on the 5th to get there by the 18th, and then I'd have to leave when I left on the fucking 21st. I'd be home like the 28th.
Fuck.
It'd be like a
7 days on a train.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I'd lose my fucking mind.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind a day or two, but 7 days?
Bus is torture. Yeah. I would I wonder if you could
drive it 2.5.
I mean, I'd rather drive it, but depends.
Yeah.
Then you're gonna get your car stolen in Las Vegas. I don't want that shit.
Yeah.
It's a fucking nightmare. Anyways, I hate airplanes too, but we need to get over the fear, bro. I mean, like, so I'll be honest with you. I used to be
fear.
Yeah. I'm not afraid of airplanes. I'm afraid of small seats and cramped environments. I don't like people who take off their socks in an airplane. You should be shot. I saw somebody with bare feet walk into the bathroom, like the toilet of an airplane. I'm like, burn that man's feet off. Burn them off. That's patient zero. Get the fuck out of here. Okay.
Dude. Yeah, I have been on a La Bamba plane. I don't like the plane that Ricky Valens fucking got killed in, the big box.
Yeah.
I've been on one of them where the back seat was like a fucking like a park bench. Dude,
get the fuck out of here, bro.
Dude, it was the fucking plane was so small. Like there was a row of double seats going down the left side, and a row of single seats. And the row of single seats on the right side, and the bench fucking park seat in the back. And I'm like, oh fuck. And this is when I was coming home from boot camp, dude. I fucking I'm sitting in the middle of this thing, rocking back and forth like an autistic kid. I am the only one on this fucking plane. It's at night and it's raining, dude. Every fucking bump, you know how, like, I could never be gay. I could never be. My asshole is so tight just from that moment in time in my life. Just me squeezing, like, don't shit yourself. They can't find your body covered in shit. Like,
Can you imagine they find your body covered in shit and be like,
Yeah, I can.
there's
I
shit
can.
everywhere. Like, yeah,
Especially
no
now
way.
at this age. Oh yeah.
Okay, look at this. I'm not going to tell you how old I am, but I remember when you could smoke on trains, buses, and planes, bro. I remember my dad
smoking on the airplane to Puerto Rico.
Hey, my dad wouldn't fly Olympic to go to Greece because on Olympic planes, the back half you could smoke in. He's like, it's shared air. It doesn't matter where you are. And I'm like, that's a good point. It's not.
No,
We used to smoke in supermarkets like a boss, bro.
Yep,
You know
I
what?
remember smoking in the supermarket. I remember my grandma smoking in the hospital room when she just had her first heart attack.
It keeps my nerves down, you know? It's fine. Yeah.
Camel non-filters.
Oh, fucking. It keeps my nerves okay. Just, yeah.
The longs, dude.
Oh.
Her and
I don't know.
my Aunt Donna used to smoke the Pall Mall non-filters. That smelled straight like a fucking exhaust pipe out of an old fucking Monte Carlo.
Jesus Christ. Speaking of, I guess we'll wrap things up. We're back on Monday. Yeah. With Morning Motivation Rant and motherfucking Mondays. Sunday I'm off. So yeah, I'm working all weekend. Lucky me. So much fun. It's very exciting.
I pretty much, I think I got this weekend. I ain't got too much of dick going on this week. Just the shelter.
I don't have the kids this weekend.
I might spend some quality time with Ray, or she's gonna fucking gut me.
That's fair. Yeah, Paul Malls, the 3-hour cigarette.
I'm gonna have to call you for bail money or come get me out.
That's fair. All right. So we'll wrap things up. What I was gonna say. Hey Dan, don't sign off. Once we go offline, we still chit chat a little bit. So you don't have to shut down. All right. We've told him 10 times. He keeps on turning off his computer. Anyways. All right, everybody. Have a wonderful evening, and we will see you on Monday. Later.
And it's like